What's up, buttercups? It's me, Amy Young, coming at you with a Friday freestyle. Do you ever see people or meet people and just feel inexplicably jealous of who they are and their lives? Does that ever happen to you? Like, maybe you don't even meet them in real life. You just see their Instagram feed and you're like, that person, she or he seems like they've got a great fucking life in their awesome, cool house and their beautiful clothes and their perfect body and their swimming pool and their hot boy / girlfriend. They don't have any problems. They look like they just have it all together. What's up with that? Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here, not having a great time because my life is hard because blah, 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 blah. Does this ever happen to you? I mean, this has to have happened to all of us, right? I was thinking about this week because I remember a time right after I'd graduated from college where I was like so confused about my life. I was like, what the hell am I doing? I was like, I spent 21 years to get to this point in my life. And now that I'm here, I would give anything to be back there. Because this is confusing and this is hard and I feel directionless and aimless and upset and lonely and confused, blah, blah, blah. And I remember I met up with a professor of mine from college. And she and I were just talking and she was like, how are you doing? Like, how are things going? And the conversation started with me like, it's okay. Like, I'm getting used to it. I'm like creating some structure for myself and I'm working and stuff. And it slowly devolved into me being like, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life and I don't know what I'm here for. And like, I thought that I always knew what I wanted to do and now I'm in the world and I'm an adult person. I like don't know how to do anything and I'm like scared and everybody else knows what's going on and everybody else knows what they're doing and everybody else has the answers and I'm over here. And she was so wonderful and nice and she like sat and she listened and she was like, okay. And I think she had to like give me tissues and we were like in public and I was just like snot crying, so upset because I felt so like alone. Like I felt like the only freak in the show. Like I was like, I'm so everyone else but me. And she was like, well, like who do you think really has it together? Like who is it that you see? And I started like naming these people from my graduating class that she also knew. And I was like, well, that person is doing this with their life and that person is this and this, and I'm over here. And I remember she looked at me and she said very, very, in such like a real serious way, she said, Amy, you do not know anybody's inner world. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you don't know what's going on in these people's lives. She was like, people can dress up the outside. They can present whatever they want to present to the world. And they do. And we all like present and we front and we pose and we act like, yeah, it's going great and we have it all together. She's like, when we first sat down, that's what you said. And she was like, and now you're being real with me and you're telling me you're going through a hard time. And she's like, you don't know what is actually going on with anybody else. So you need to stop looking at other people and scrolling through Facebook and assuming that just because she has a great profile picture or a great body or she's working on this or she's getting engaged over here, stop assuming that you have any clue what's actually going on behind the scenes because you don't. I have never, ever forgotten those words. You don't know anybody's inner world. We don't have a fucking clue. I mean, if we need evidence of this, look at celebrity culture. One day it seems like everything's great and perfect and amazing for them and they're holding the Oscar and their beautiful gown and their wonderful husband. The next day it's like, oh my God, shit has hit the fan. Turns out their whole marriage was a lie. Oh my God, like they're going through this. They're in foreclosure. They're like, we have no clue what's going on with anybody. And this is something we forget. And we need to be reminded of it, which is why I'm reminding us all of it today. Because it's really easy to get lost in the BS comparison game of checking out strangers on Instagram or people that you went to high school or college with or girls with really cute dogs and snazzy outfits downtown We have no idea what's going on with them. They could just be coming from the hospital where they had to visit their mom who is getting chemo treatments, you know, for stage 4 cancer. They could be struggling with some serious inner demons based on something that from their past that we would never want to trade, never want to exchange for in our lives. That person could just be an absolute mess wreck. We never know. And I remind myself of this very often because we're sort of wired to like compare and see what's going on your side of the fence. And unless we check in with ourselves and recognize, I don't actually know what's going on with that person. You know, if we all took our struggles and our pain and our worries and we all put them right in the center of the table and we saw what everybody else was working with, we would probably grab ours right back. Because at least like we know what's going on with us. We don't know what's going on with any of these people. So you do not know anyone's inner world. You cannot assume that anyone's doing better, worse, more okay than you are. Impossible to know. People are very, very good at acting normal, if I've learned anything. People are very good at acting normal and acting like everything's fine, especially on the internet. Do not be fooled. We all have our shit. All of us. It felt really good to take this little trip down memory lane. I was just so thankful of those words of wisdom. And it really, like, I have since then, I have never fallen into that spiral where it's like, I'm like, this is so sad for my life. It's so, like, it's sad. She's so great. I don't do that because it's absolutely fruitless. I mean, there's just no way to know what's going on behind the scenes with anybody. That's my freestyle. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. That would make me really, really happy. If you want even more up-to-date updates from me, you can head to the link in the description box, amyyoungcoaching.com. Sign up to be on my email list. I would love to visit your inbox on a regular basis. I've got a lot of cool new stuff coming out and I will keep you up to date on. I hope that you're having a great day, night, weekend, wherever you are in the world. And thanks for tuning in this week, and until next time, I'll see ya. And like a little speck of food just flies out of your mouth and neither of you knows where it went, but you both saw it and you're like, do we acknowledge it? Do we let it go? Okay, well, we both were here for that.